Okay, I'm gonna sit, hold on. I've just got so much to tell you. Right. I did not have many friends, pretty much, for many years. You were my best friend. Talking to my camera was my best friend. I've not made a video in so long. I miss it. I'm gonna start off saying about things I bought just to make me more confident, just because like that's the easiest thing going, and that's probably what most of you watch and click off. Then I'm gonna go into like how like mentally you kind of like do things, like little habits you can do to make yourself more confident. So yeah, you can skip to whatever time is down here. It'll also be in the description box below to get past my ramble and literally just get onto the bits what I bought. So everything has changed. So I'm the kind of person, I rewatch my videos a lot. Now I'm trying to do this recently, and the only videos that I can see that I feel like myself in is my Moldavite and my laser one, and only the very end of my laser one. So I literally feel like a completely different person. My confidence has skyrocketed, and don't get me wrong, I still have insecurity. Let's get some nuggets. Now, these are the bird's eye ones. I've never had the bird's eye ones. I normally only have the corn ones, but interesting. I was always the girl that was insecure, massive introvert, fucking hated myself, like literally would starve myself, would over-exercise, would like really just fucking hate myself. And now I'm not like that. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna go back in phases and stuff, but like to be in this position, I just thought I was that kind of type of person that always hated herself. So now it's like, the growth is crazy to me. So I got the lemon and herb Nando's sauce. Corn chicken nuggets are better. Is that all I wrote for this video? Oh gosh, I thought I did more than that. Okay, hold on. Okay, so number one, what did I buy to make me more confident? And there's two categories within this. There's things that I bought to glow myself up to be more confident, but there's the things in the step one that I bought to just give me more confidence. I know that sounds crazy. This whole video, you might think I'm crazy. I don't really give a shit. If you are gonna get anything, if you're gonna buy yourself one thing to help with confidence, it will be something evil eye, which is meant to kind of divert anyone with this is what I understand it to be, is that anyone with like ill intention towards you, or is kind of using you or taking advantage of you and draining your energy, will be kind of reflected away from you with evil eye. Like and it's like, I've only got a tiny one, so I was like, is this gonna work, is it not? But I kid you not, this made such a big difference. But I think evil eye is definitely the thing that's helped me the most in terms of just what I've bought. I feel protected when I'm wearing it. Like, I love wearing it as well. I think it's so beautiful, and I want to get loads more evil eye things, but yeah, I'm already kind of very jewelried up, and yeah. So I'm not sure, but maybe. But then there's also, I've heard that is it the hamster hand? Is that what it's called? That's also a very good thing for protection. Like, I just feel more, that gave me like confidence on like a mini level. Like, I felt happy in me. So that's one thing. The next thing is rose quartz. I got, because, I mean, I said this in my previous video, I broke up with my boyfriend for 5 years. I didn't have many friends. I was like, I need love. Whatever kind of love it is. Some people say rose quartz is just self-love. Some people say rose quartz brings you love. I wanted some rose quartz. I think it just made me feel like in the times where I felt really low and lonely, like, I'm the kind of person that when I get really depressed or have a depressive episode or go into that little ditch of not niceness, I feel like no one gives a shit about me. Because I've had it, and I do get in like those sad episodes, there's like a little bit of hope at the end of the tunnel, and I don't feel like as alone. Like, I feel like I'm strong in myself. And it wasn't like overwhelmingly large, it was just like a little bit of like, you're gonna be alright. And like, kids are very intuitive, right? My nephew comes over, he was 3 at the time, and he pointed to it and he goes, does that make you happy? And I was like, yeah, it does. Okay, so I'm editing this video and I'm watching it, and I feel like I just need to clarify certain things. So with evil eye, I think that really helped my confidence because it was kind of reflecting anxiety away. Other people's expectations of me, that's the main thing that made me anxious, and obviously that's going to drain my confidence. So kind of like reflecting
what people's expectations and wants and opinions of me were. Just kind of like, I just didn't care about it. I didn't care what they were going to say to me. I didn't care what they thought of me. So that was why I thought that really helped. The rose quartz, I think, really helped me because it made me feel like, even if like the worst things I think of myself and like the worst case scenario of me acting in a situation, like everything's going to be okay. And it gave me that self-love and like filled me up with kind of confidence in the way that I was like, well, I love myself, so nothing can go wrong. And I think that's massive in terms of confidence. Like, you have to love yourself. And like, it wasn't like a narcissistic, like physical loving myself. It was like a, like I've got my own back. And I guess that kind of in hand with the evil eye was like, well, I love myself, I'm going to want to protect myself. And then with the evil eye, other people's opinions and expectations aren't affecting me. So it's like, well, I love myself and I'm not affected by the people, so I can also stand up for myself.
Carnelian. So I bought carnelian because I wanted attention, basically. I had my rose quartz, I was getting over my boyfriend, and I was like, I'm ready for something new. I'm ready. It's weird how it works. Like, I started like my physical glow up and like investing in myself, and like the results from that only started to show quite recently, like in the past couple of weeks, I'd say. So it was definitely kind of like an energy shift, and people were paying so much more attention to me, like so much more. Also, my own self-confidence, I think carnelian is meant to help with your own self-confidence, and I was able to kind of, whereas someone would probably like give me some attention before and I'd get really shy and hate it and go bright red, I'm not going bright red anymore. I'm able to kind of like give some banter back and stuff like that. So it's very interesting. Now, so I have always been into both guys and girls. I think they're both super attractive. Girls are probably even more attractive, but I just think guys have the like they got a little bit sauce to them, do you know what I mean? I've never openly said that like, oh, I'm bi, or I mean, I thought I was pan, and then I was like, no, Jasmine, you're bi. And like, I've always known, like always. But yeah, I guess in my family and stuff, like, it's just weird, like people have been kind of like bringing it up more, like obviously talking to more guys and stuff, and like meetups and stuff and whatever, and I get really, really anxious beforehand. Like, I'm excited, but I'm anxious. And my mum's partner's like, just start going out with girls. And like, he said it as a joke, but like, I know he meant it. Like, he gets me, he understands, but like, he knew I was gonna drop out of uni before I dropped out of uni. Like, he just knew it all. So that was really interesting. I accidentally came out to like my whole dad's side of the family as well at a family party, and they were just kind of like, what? But everything like worked okay. Everything was working fine and great, and like I'm just more open to it now. Like, I think the carnelian's helped with that a lot. I think the moldavite has also helped with that. That's another crystal that I wear, and the moldavite's just, I mean, I guess if you want any kind of positive change or any change in your life, fucking get moldavite. That's another thing to buy. Evil eye moldavite. So those are the things which I bought to help with confidence on that kind of level. The things I invested in myself in for confidence is, I mean, controversial one, but it's something that's actually really helped me. Fake tanning. I fake tan regularly now. I understand the controversy of fake tanning. I don't tan naturally, so like when people say like, oh, tan according to your natural tan, I don't know what mine is, because I don't tan. I burn, and then I peel, and then I go pale again. And you've seen me like in videos stuff, like I'm really, really pale, and I really before I go to my laser appointments, I have to have no fake tan on, and like I can't really go in that sun, so I can't have like freckles and stuff like that. So I feel really, really rubbish about myself then, and fake tan makes me feel happy. So I started getting my teeth done. Like I had a horrible dentist before, and then I started going to this new dentist, and he was like, have you ever been to a dental hygienist? And I was like, no. And he was like, go to a dental hygienist. So I was like, okay. So I've been going to one there. She's really been helping me a lot with my staining and stuff, and when my staining is gone, I want to get my teeth whitened. But obviously if you get your teeth whitened when you've got staining, it's going to be patchy. So my teeth are getting there, they're getting there. Another thing is laser hair removal. That's giving me a lot of confidence. That is obviously a complete and utter luxury, like luxury. And it's also one of those things that's like, it's not needed, do you know what I mean? Like I could just shave, I could just get a wax. I mean, I never got a wax, I was always too nervous. But like, do you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to get laser, but that's just something that made me feel good about myself. And also I just kind of started dressing, like when I was at home, I wouldn't just put my pajamas on, I'd put comfy clothes on that I felt happy in. So like now, after this, I'll probably get some Halloween pajamas on, or like my Halloween onesie, and that makes me feel really, really, really good. Even when I'm just at home, and I feel like that's really, really important, is that just kind of when you are by yourself and when you are just at home. And yeah, like you don't have to put any effort into the way you look, and like I don't do my hair, makeup or anything, or like tuck it or like be uncomfortable or wear a bra or anything like that. But it's just kind of like having clothes that make me feel like me, made me feel really, really good. So like I would always normally wear pajama bottoms and pajama top. So I kind of started swapping out my pajama top for like an actual top, like whether it just be a plain white top. And then I just felt more like happy and comfortable, more myself in my like cozy outfit. And I think that was really important because that's the time, like most of our time we spend home doing nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like chilling, like every night we do that. So it's like that kind of little practice of self-care and self-love every day. If I felt happy in myself every day and like the way that I looked and felt, then like it's just like a little bit of kind of practicing loving yourself every day, and then over time you get more confident. I feel like that's low-key helped a lot. So yeah, very, very happy with that. Okay, I changed because camera had to cool down and I wanted to change. This isn't straight. Like me. The second thing I wanted to talk about was how if you don't want to buy anything, if you don't believe in all of that, which those people have probably already clicked off the video, so I probably should have said this first, but is everything that I did mentally to kind of be more confident, basically. So all the things that I did to like work on myself in order to get more confidence. So let's just go around. Okay, the biggest thing, which I actively tried really hard to do, is take a risk. I tried to do one every day. I wasn't always presented with the opportunity to take a risk every day. And what I meant by that is that a lot of my anxiety was induced by work. And I'm the youngest, well, one of the youngest in like my whole department. So I work in the hospital, and I work in a very busy department in the hospital. It's not A&E. And there's loads and loads of people there, and they're all from like loads of different specialities and loads of different kind of levels of education and backgrounds, and there's a lot of people. And I'm probably the most, to look at, the most naive one there. And I'm a big people pleaser, so if anyone kind of thinks I'm a stupid, naive little white girl that hasn't had any life experience, I'll act like that. Stupidly, I don't know why, but I will. I got nervous a lot at work because then you'd have like people like doctors saying stuff to you, and you're just like, I want to argue against you, but I don't feel like I can. And then I just started arguing against them. Like, I can't even try to think of an example. So I've started to stand up for the people that I work with, in like a very nice professional way. Like people, we've got a lovely culture of people trying to throw us under the bus. So I was just trying to like stand up for people and be like, well, actually they have done this work, but this is a priority at the minute, so we're going to focus on that, and we will get to your bit, but we'll do it later. And that might seem like something very small and trivial, but like for me as like a 23-year-old girl with basically major anxiety, that was really, really hard. So I did like small baby steps every time. Like I'd start off just by saying no if someone asked me to do something, or I'd just say okay, but it's at the bottom of my to-do list. Like little things that like would make me very scared and anxious, but also didn't have that bad consequence if it went wrong. And then I kind of started taking those risks more often, like bigger risks and stuff. And then I was kind of unapologetically myself. Yeah, that's like kind of weird like thing that I've learned, and it's pretty simple and it's pretty easy because you can set your own boundaries with it, and I start off very small. I mean, even in terms of like my outfits, I mean, I think I've always been pretty like wacky in terms of like Halloween-y. I'll always dress very Halloween-y at work. But then I also worry about what people think and stuff like that, and I go in phases of like wearing different things to appease what people think is okay to wear, and then what I want. Why is that flashing at me? Is my battery going? Fucking hell, man. So basically, through those little risks that you take, I learnt myself that I do have a voice and people will listen to it. And sometimes they won't like it, sometimes they'll just ignore the situation, which is fine. And sometimes me trying to people please won't give me the outcome that I want anyways. So another way you can kind of trick your mind to be more confident is, well, work on yourself to be more confident, is to just be honest with yourself about what you're insecure about. Like, I think it took me a while to even admit that I was insecure about my body hair, and like where I had body hair made me feel very insecure. And it's just like, well, Jazz, if I accept it, then I can change it. So it's like, I know that I'm very, very anxious, and if I like someone, I get very nervous. So now I just go, you make me nervous. Because I don't know how to handle it. I don't know how to stop being nervous. But it's like, well, I'm just going to own it. And it's almost kind of like worked as a mini compliment along the way, because it's like, I don't know, like if I feel nervous, I just tell people, I'm like, this makes me act like, someone asked me to do something today, and I was like, this is going to make me anxious, I'm going to do it on my own time. And they were like, you do it in time, blah, blah, blah. And I just went, like, you're making me anxious, I'm not going to do it. So it's like, just, I'm not saying you have to tell people when you're feeling certain things, but just owning how you feel. So I guess another example is like me being pale. Like, I know I get really, like, I take my carnelian off and I'm not fake tanning. I get really, like, I just don't want anyone to look at me or see me when I'm pale. I guess I probably need to work on my own self-image in terms of that, but also I feel confident when I wear fake tan. It's a short-term fix, but like it's given me a lot of like to go off and like a lot from it, because I'm able to live a happy, confident life when I am fake tanned. And then I guess I'm positive when I'm pale, because I'm like, oh, I can fake tan soon after my laser appointment. So yeah, I know I need to work on that. But I mean, short fixes work for the meantime. So if I'm feeling happy in my day-to-day life because of these short-term fixes, then I think I'll be able to work out long-term fixes from that. And then I just put this in here as well because I feel like it's just a given. Like, it affects you physically and it affects you mentally massively. And it's just working out, doing some exercise. I did start working out. I started a workout program, started seeing amazing results. Stopped working out for about a month. Haven't started again. But I know that when I did see results, I knew that they were there and it was possible. So when I still feel positive about that, even though I'm not working out currently. And the mental things from working out is just amazing, and just like almost showing yourself what your body can do is like, oh my gosh, I love myself. So that gave me a lot of confidence doing that, and I feel like that's pretty across the board. That makes everyone confident and makes you healthier generally. So just everything just gets better from that, as long as you're not over working out or injuring yourself and doing things in a bad way. So it's not too much, but I think those couple of things make a massive difference, and you don't have to do all of them, you can just do some of them. But I would encourage, if you choose a workout option, to definitely do one of the other like risk or addressing your insecurities as well, because that's a bit more mental and you don't want to, you know, solely rely on your outside body. I feel like my glow up's definitely been an internal one. I think working on the inside definitely makes you more confident on the outside, and in turn you look better. Like, I feel like I definitely look different and I look better, but I think that's mainly because of the work I've been doing inside. Gabby Di Martino actually did a video on this, on kind of linked to manifestation and stuff.
So I didn't end up filming an outro, but I want to let you know that I'm very grateful for you watching the video. I love you. Thank you for supporting me. I'm proud of you for watching the video all the way through about confidence. I really hope it helps. Let me know if you've got any other tips and comment them down below so that other people can see. And yeah, you're so worthy. Like, you should love yourself and you should feel confident and you should make all the best decisions that you know are good for yourself, and you'll get there. You definitely will. But I love you and I'm proud of you, and thank you for watching.